Welcome everybody to the Release and Recharge session today. My name is Judi Glova, and for the past 16 years, I've been an executive coach and an expert in intuitive leadership. That's a mouthful, right? But I'm also a facilitator of the Sedona Method, and that is why we're here today, and I'm excited to have you here. So I'm going to be leading the call, and we're going to start with a group release, and then we're going to open it up for any kind of responses, any takeaways, questions, and any requests for assistance. So just a heads up, in case you're new to the Sedona Method, I'm going to be asking you some questions, and it actually doesn't matter whether you answer yes or no. And when I'm asking these questions, it's not a command. It's just designed to help you shift into more courageousness and openness. And you can notice that when you're asked a question, generally there's a little bit of tension. And then as soon as you answer it, there's a release. And it's a phenomenon that happens that just as soon as you answer, it's kind of like cleaning out your closet, right? And you get to decide whether you keep something or you toss it. And it's that simple. So any requests that I have or any questions that I have for you are just simple requests to either keep it or toss it. So allow yourself to just sit back. Allow yourself to get comfortable. Take a nice deep breath. And just allow yourself to be. And notice your awareness. And could you just allow yourself to be who you are? And notice whatever is coming up for you that you'd like to be more free of. It may be an upset, a memory, whatever story is in your awareness. Just allow that to be here as best you can. Notice the pictures, the sensations in your body, any energy that's in your body, the sounds. Could you notice any conclusions that you've made about yourself or others? Often, when we're upset, we make some kind of conclusion or we have a judgment about what happened, about how we feel about it, and we all do it. So just allow what's ever there just to be here. You may also notice a bunch of images as though they're appearing like on a screen, like a movie screen. Or you may notice conversations that you've heard and they're kind of replaying in your mind, remembering what someone said, remembering those sounds. Just allow those memories, allow those to be here. And also, could you scan your body and notice any sensations or energy that's in your body? And just allow it to be. Just allow that energy to be whatever it is. Now, could you allow yourself to notice any wanting to change it, to fix it, to figure it out? Any wanting to push it far away so that you don't have to think about it or hold it close because it feels too hard, right? So just allow yourself to want whatever is present And can you welcome any sense that any of that is personal about you or who you are? Could you notice any sense of identification? And can you notice, are you the one who had that story, that upset, that challenge? Or are you the one that is aware? Let me ask that again. Are you the one that had that story or that challenge? Or are you that which is aware? And as best you can, just for now, could you let go of wanting to identify with that story, that challenge again? Just could you? And could you let go of wanting to believe that story again? Could you let go of wanting to be the one with that story? And now let's go a little bit deeper and just check. What is the source of that upset or challenge or story? Not the source that's in the mind. I'm talking deeper than that. Whatever we see in the world is just a projection of the mind. But the source of it is deeper than the mind. So just look through the story or the challenge and notice what's at the core. Beyond the story, the sensations, the pictures, and the sounds. Notice what the story arises from. Notice what the story appears in. And notice what the story subsides to. And you'll notice the story isn't here all the time, but the source, that which is what you truly are, is always now. So could you just open to that? Allow that. Be present with that as best you can. And then let's try something a little deeper. So could you just look back at that challenge or that story that you've been telling yourself? And could you see it as freedom sees it, as that sense of oneness sees it? Could you see it how Source sees it? See that challenge or upset as love and peace sees it. And see if it buys it, or does it just see right through it? So let's go back and let's start again. And just notice whatever that challenge or upset or story that's been in your consciousness. It could be the same story, it could be a different one. Just allow it to be here as best you can. And you'll notice that it's a bunch of sensations, pictures, and sounds from something that's happened in the past. Or it could be something that you're concerned about that may be happening in the future. Whatever it is, just allow those stories, those sensations, those pictures, those sounds to be present. It's kind of like opening a file cabinet and allowing all of those things to just flood like butterflies. Just allow them to be in your consciousness as best you can. And can you allow yourself to notice any wanting to do anything with or about those images, any conclusions that you've made about yourself or others? Can you notice any sense of wanting to change it, fix it, just push it away and forget it forever? Or try to bring it close and figure it out and push on it? Just allow yourself to notice any wanting. And could you just be present with that? And now welcome any sense that it's personal about you or who you are. Any sense of identification. Oftentimes we think that something is our lot in life, that's our story, that's how things have always been, and that's how they're going to be again. It's somehow attached to you in terms of who you are. So just allow yourself to sense any type of identification as best you can. And are you the one that has that story or that challenge? Or are you that which is aware? Are you that which can see it on that screen of your consciousness, of your awareness? And as best as you can, just for now, could you let go of wanting to identify with that challenge or story again? Could you let go of wanting to believe that story or challenge is yours again? Could you let go of wanting to be the one with that story or challenge? And now let's go a little deeper and check, what is the source of that story? What is the essence of that story? Notice, what does that challenge or story arise from? What does that challenge or story appear in? And notice, what does that story subside to? And notice that the story's not here all the time, but the source, that what is what you truly are, is always now. So could you just be that, which is now, in the present, as best you can? Okay, great. All righty, so I am going to unmute you.
Hey, Judy, I just want to say I'm in a much better place. I kind of rewrote the story.
Oh, Deb, that's great. That's awesome. Was there a key takeaway? Was there any sense of a shift, or how would you describe that?
When you really get down to it, I think it was kind of around self-confidence, and to put it, specifically kind of like the imposter syndrome. That you know that you're really blessed, and sometimes you just don't think that you deserve it. Is it too good to be true? And that's just having gratitude and just embracing it and being like, no, you do have the confidence. You can figure it out. You just have to keep trusting in yourself.
Wow, that's huge. That's fantastic. Yeah, tapping into the truth of who you are. That's, one of my favorite quotes that I've heard Hale say, that, being able to release, you get in touch with the truth of who you are, and you being able to strip away that, that imposter syndrome. That's really beautiful. Congratulations. That's great.
Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. And if there's anybody, if we want to put anything in the chat, I also just want to give a quick short announcement that I'm going to be giving an opportunity. It's my fall special for people to work with me. It's going to be 45-minute sessions, and they're going to be $97 each, or you can stock up on a package of 5, and you'll get a discount with that, and that'll come to $435. So you'll be able to save like $50 if you're able to get that. And I'm going to put it in the chat box. Yeah, we're all good. So
okay.
We ran over for today. So again, if you want to check the chat box, you can go to any pre-recorded sessions that we've had. Also, there's my fall special that is in the chat box. Okie dokie.
Okay, great. So, yeah, I see it. Yes, thank you.
Have an amazing day, and hopefully we'll see you next in about 2 weeks. I do them every 2 weeks. Have a good one.
Okay, thank you, Judy. Right. Bye-bye.